Following hits like Death's Game and Queen Wu, Love in the Big City is yet another exciting TVING K-drama that graces our screens this year. While its movie counterpart focuses on the female protagonist, played by Kim Go-yeon, the K-drama version focuses on the male protagonist, Go-young, played by Nam Yoon-soo. Love in the Big City is an angsty romance based on Park Sang-young's novel of the same name. The K-drama also happens to be one of the first major Korean BLs backed by a major studio and starring mainstream K-drama actors. The show begins with a light-hearted tone as roommates Go-young and Mie try to find love but to no avail. While his disapproving mother is kept in the dark about his sexuality, Young seems to be going through guys until he falls for Go-ho. But when an incident has them parting ways, Young follows a stranger to Thailand while still being hung up on Go-ho. Love in a Big City is an earnest and intriguing exploration of love and loneliness and how intertwined these two emotions are. It's split up into segments, with each one focusing on a guy who is pivotal to Young's growth. The pacing and the execution also differ according to what stage Young is at in life. This is seen in the way the first segment with Nam Go and uni student Young is filled with neon lit backdrops, Mie's kitschy and chaotic apartment and rocky relationships as everyone involved struggles to stay afloat. But it switches to a calmer pace with the calm Young-soo and a more retro aesthetic that represents Young's stable era, from old ballads to city pop romance. It goes back to a passionate and rocky relationship with Go-ho before Young comes to terms with his life while enjoying Bangkok's nightlife with the mysterious William. Each character has a fleshed out personality, likeable even when flawed, well, except maybe for the social experiment guy, he can honestly rot. And with these guys, friends and family members, we see Young change. While the large ensemble cast successfully brings these characters to life, it's Nam Yoon-soo who carries this show as we see him trying to find himself, learn about love, and yet still be true to his short-tempered, brash self. He is no goody two-shoes, but it is his messy persona that has us relating and looking forward to how he deals with the different men in his life. What elevates Love in a Big City from a simple romance is the fact that it includes different themes in each segment. At one point, Young literally takes a philosophy class and discusses loneliness in such a vast universe. There is also a streak of sophistication with the show too. There's no comedic soundtracks hamming up the comedy, no overacting or cheesy moves to really hammer in the romance either. The humour is crisp and witty for the most part, and a little dark at times to match the bitterness of the story. The seriousness sells this one though without overwhelming viewers for the sake of angst, or making fun of the situations the characters find themselves in. And ultimately, the K-drama is really a story of romance, friendship and companionship. Young sees himself as a loner, and his need to find a partner stems from that very loneliness. However, there are several incidents that constantly remind us that he's not alone. He has friends who are there for him through thick and thin. But plot-wise, there are a couple of complaints that stop this one from being the perfect watch. The first glaring bit stems from Mie's storyline, which kind of fizzles out in the first half of the show. In fact, it seemed like she was going to be a main character with the way she got her own storyline with her own problems and drama. However, all of that is resolved off screen and she's just never shown again, not even when Young has a certain life-threatening incident. Had she been given the Friends' treatment with the way they are only peppered in at pivotal moments of Young's life, perhaps we maybe wouldn't have had such high expectations from Mie's character. The second complaint here stems from the creative decision, which isn't really in line with the structure of the show. Through the narrative, we only really get a peek at Young's thought process. Even when other characters have their own conflicts, like Deacon Yoon-suk, who's Young's mother, or Yoon-soo, Young's friend, we suddenly get an insight into the final guy William, which feels a little odd. And the revelation from this thought process is in no way related to Young or the plot if we look at the big picture. It seems to have been used to explain his resolution, but it feels out of place, and the writers could have given him better closure without digressing from the established structure. But when we peel back the sex-filled, neon-tinted haze of what is Love in the Big City Season 1, the K-drama is sincere in its portrayal of a lonely man coping with his red flags and grasping at love in all the wrong ways, which many of us can relate to. And while the representation is definitely a step in the right direction, it is more than just queer media, with its character study of human life, making for a very easy recommendation. Thanks for watching, and do let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like or subscribe to the channel, your support is very much appreciated. I'm Greg Wheeler, and from all of us over here at The Review Geek, we'll see you on the next video.